And this morning, we are again following this community really mourning today as this Lynn County or this Lynn Town Marshal was killed in the line of duty. We are showing you the memorial that's growing of his police car and the tributes that the community have come out to lay flowers and just really pay their respects overnight.
Yeah, a community of only about 1,000 people, so a very close-knit community here. And they'll also be gathering tonight for prayer vigil in that community. We'll have more on that coming up for you this morning.
It is 6 o'clock on your Thursday morning. I know a lot of you, this is about the time you're really getting back out and getting back to it, especially if you are heading back to school today. We've got a couple districts.
And we've had some good weather, just like yesterday. Buses shouldn't have any issues. You will not get wet at the bus stop this morning, and you might even enjoy the cooler temperatures.
It feels great.
It does.
Out there across central Indiana. Hopefully getting some good breakfast.
Yeah.
Be ready to go or have a great first day of school. What is it, Avon?
Noblesville, and Warren Township.
Warren Township. We are going back to school, or it's day number 2 if you were headed back yesterday. But if you're starting back today, I think it's great because then you just have today and Friday and you're back to the weekend. So you'll be able to get to that weekend faster. All right, your school day forecast today, basically the same as yesterday, but 50s and 60s to start. It feels good out there. Recess, still in the 70s. I think the teachers who are stuck on recess duty may actually still like being out there in the sun and nice, comfortable weather. It'll get warm, though, later this afternoon, more 80s likely. We'll probably take yesterday's forecast and add a couple degrees to it. We hit 84 yesterday. We'll go with 87 today. You're looking live from the north side of Indianapolis out towards the west, towards Eagle Creek and Brownsburg, and they're towards Michigan Street as well. We're looking pretty good. 65 degrees right now here in the city. You get outside of Indianapolis, a few 50s are out there this morning. We just dropped to 59 in Lafayette and in Frankfort, down to 60 in Sharpsville, 61 in Tipton. Good morning in Newcastle. We're in the 50s. It's 50s all the way to Richmond. Back west to McCordsville, we have 50s. 59 in Brownsburg. It's 61. Good morning around Center Grove and Bargersville. And 59, we've cooled off there in Monroe County around Bloomington, too. We've got a great day for you. Mid and upper 80s, still a light north wind. Our last 9 p.m. sunset was yesterday. Mainly clear skies today, high pressures in control. But coming up, we'll talk about the rain off towards the west. When will you get wet? Head into the weekend, we'll talk about the timing. All right, let's talk about the timing of traffic. It is slow right now on I-65 in the northbound direction, leaving past Traders Point going up towards Lebanon. We had a semi-fire last night about 9:30, 10 o'clock. That has been cleared up, but there's still one lane closed. It was completely shut down for about 6 or 7 hours last night. One lane is still open, and actually, they might just release both lanes now. These crews were just over. They might have, you got another fire truck kind of passing by. These might have been some of the extra crews that were coming on through. But we'll keep a close eye on 65 north. Hopefully, traffic just continues to get better and better. And a live look coming into downtown. Good morning. You also see a little bit of a pink sky, Julia, right there at the top of your screen. Looking good.
Oh, yeah, just what's to come here in this morning for all the kiddos headed back to the class. Well, 6:03 this morning, a small Indiana town is mourning one of its own. The grief continues to grow across Randolph County after the Lynn Town Marshal, Brad Fischer, was killed in the line of duty.
Investigators say that he was hit by a suspect's vehicle during a police chase yesterday morning, and now the community that he spent years protecting is honoring his life and sacrifice. Marina Silva live in Randolph County this morning, where we're seeing flowers and flags and just so many heartfelt messages there at that memorial. Good morning, Marina.
Good morning, and I've actually seen people here early in the morning hours coming to pay their respects right outside the Lynn Police Department where this police truck is. I want to show you, there's even photos of him and flowers on the truck. We're seeing flowers and cards and messages and even a lot of baseball memorabilia. We know he was an umpire and loved baseball. Town Marshal Brad Fischer was assisting in an investigation that started during a traffic stop around 8:30 Wednesday morning. Now, according to police, the suspect, a 34-year-old woman from Winchester, had multiple warrants. That woman led police on a chase through Randolph County. State police say Town Marshal Fischer tried to use stop sticks at the intersection of US 36 and US 27. That's when the suspect hit him, lost control, and then crashed into a dump truck. We are told Town Marshal Brad Fischer spent 27 years in law enforcement and was also a firefighter. He grew up here in Lynn. He was a hometown hero for so many. Now, in this town of less than 1,000 people, you're hard-pressed to find a stranger, and people we spoke with say Brad Fischer was no stranger.
He was just kind of cliches of like larger than life, but he really was a familiar face, and everybody knew that if you needed anything, he'd show up. And you also knew that he took pride in looking after the community.
The town will host a vigil at Randolph Senior High School on the baseball diamond. That starts at 7 o'clock tonight. Well, back here live at the police department, this truck will stay here for people to come pay their respects, leave flowers, leave memorabilia, all in honor of the sacrifices Town Marshal Brad Fischer made.
All right, so sad, and thinking of that community. Appreciate it.
And as you can see, it's clear what Brad Fischer meant to his hometown.
So leaders with the Randolph Southern School Corporation also shared memories on social media. This post here calling him an outstanding husband, father, public servant, and coach, noting he was a Hall of Famer. They also offered their condolences and thanked the Randolph Southern grad for his service. You can read more messages like this from across the state at WTHR.com.
Happening today, services honoring Hannah Rapp in Delaware County. The Indiana native died in Texas after she was hit by a car. Her visitation is from 3 until 6, followed by a celebration of life. These events are happening at Yorktown Middle School. We know so many of you are getting into your school routines this morning as class is back in session.
It always takes a couple of days,
yeah.
maybe even weeks, I don't know, but the Central Indiana kids that are heading back to the classroom today, Anna Chalker, is at Warren Central High School, where we would see students getting dropped off there pretty soon, right, Anna?
Around 7:15, we're going to see some kids probably lining up closer to 6:45, 7 o'clock, but I decided I wanted to be the first kid at school today, so this is going to be a big thing here. This is the freshman hallway. This is where they're going to pick up their schedules and everything. It is a big day here, and what I'm going to tell you that this is an exciting day because only the freshmen are going to be the people that are in class today. And we've got Principal Miss Simba Taylor. She's joining us this morning for this big day ahead. This is the third year for the freshmen showing up today.
Yes.
Why has this worked out so well for you guys?
So we're excited. We are a large school district. We have a little over or under 4,000 students. And so for our freshman class, it's a little under 900. And so to make a big space small and to welcome students in to ensure a successful transition from 8th grade to 9th grade, we found bringing them in so they can navigate the space, meet their staff, their teachers by themselves has been pretty successful these last 3 years.
900 kids. That is just insane for one class alone.
One class. It continues to grow.
And what are you looking forward to as we head in this year, not only for that class, but when tomorrow you get the other 3 grades showing up?
So it's always a great day to be a Warrior. We love it here. I'm the proud principal of Warren Central High School. And so when students come in, we want to ensure that they understand that we are here for them. We want them to understand that there's nothing they can't accomplish. And so there's a lot of things that we do intentionally to ensure that they're on track, ready to engage actively in their learning, and so that they can meet their goal, which is to cross that finish line of graduation.
And we're looking forward to that. And we'll talk about
Yes.
that coming up because we have the Journey of a Graduate Center. This is the
Yes.
second year that it's here. We previewed it that first day of school, an exciting
Yes.
moment there. But hey, kids are going to be coming in here shortly. It's going to be a busy day here at Warren Central and all of our schools here that are starting back for the first day.
As a nervous freshman, I would have
Right.
loved having the first day to get the lay of the land before everybody came back. We'll check in with you soon, Anna. Thank you.
All right, they're not alone. Avon and Noblesville are also headed back to school today. So parents, you do need to make sure your kids remember the new statewide ban on cell phones or any kind of wireless device. So that includes the smartwatches, anything really that can send a message or connect to the school's internet. And there are some exceptions to that law, you know, some health situations, and you can learn all of those right now at WTHR.com. And you will not get wet waiting out at the bus stop this morning.
So you don't need to be checking, make sure the radar is clear, because it is. You're looking live over downtown Indianapolis from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. A little bit more color to the sky because the wildfire smoke has thinned out a bit. 65 North has now completely reopened. That's some good news. Dry today. We're going to talk about rain, though, Julia. That's on the way for the weekend. We'll show you the timing.
Thank you. Well, a massive wildfire continues to burn in southern Colorado. Now the community will tell you how they're dealing with yet another disaster. Flash flooding. Well, the latest on the Aspen Acres fire.
And Dr. Anthony Fauci pleads the fifth dozens of times in his testimony on Capitol Hill. The penalty that might come next.
And what about those gas prices? They are rising again across central Indiana. We'll tell you what to expect for Hoosiers as you head out on the road this morning.